Hey everyone, I'm Trish and I'm one of the leaders at TGC, and I thought I'd take a few minutes to talk to you guys about following after God. Shortly after Gareth and I got married, he got a job filming a movie in the Bahamas and I decided to go along. I was a video editor at the time and I had this huge project with a tight deadline, so I spent most of the time in this beautiful island paradise, sitting in our tiny hotel room, getting eaten alive by bed bugs and living off of cup of noodles that I cooked in a coffee pot. One night I was tired and itchy and discouraged, and I remember thinking, gosh, like literally nothing could be worse than this. And no joke, the lights went out. So I was then sitting in the dark, eating alone, and I'm eating these like cup of noodles, and I just realized I'd had enough. The film set Gareth was working on, I'd rented a house about a half a mile away, and all I'd have to do was just walk down a dark road, totally alone by myself, and for like a half a mile, and I would reach light and people and real food. So I started to walk. I've never liked country roads, dark country roads. There's no light, like you can't see anything, you can't see the trees, you can't see the turns, you can't see all the wild animals that are definitely lurking in the woods and in the trees nearby. So I was walking down this dark, like country road, sick with anxiety. My stomach was in knots, my fists were clenched, my teeth were like gritted, and then I heard it. I heard the sound of cackling feral chickens. It was terrifying. I was in the absolute dark. I could barely see the road. I couldn't see the road. And all I could hear was like this malicious cackle of like crazy poultry. I started sweating and crying, and I was too far down the road to turn back, but not close enough to my destination to feel any hope. Thinking back, I don't know what I thought the chickens were going to do to me if they got me, but whatever, that's besides the point. The point is, I'm alone, I'm scared, there's wild chickens. So I started to sing. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. When I am afraid and I think I lost my way, still you're there right beside me. And nothing will I fear as long as you are near. Please be with me to the end. That song is based on Psalm 119, verse 105. Most of the time when I think about God's light, I mean it in like an electricity kind of way. A row of tungsten bulbs lighting up the whole building, or street lights all the way down the road, or the flick of a switch right before you walk into the room. Light that allows me to manage the darkness in my life. But the guy that wrote that psalm definitely meant it in more of like a candle kind of way. And that really is not that much light. If someone, God even, had handed me a candle while I was running for my life on that dark road chased by crazy chickens, I would have been like, are you crazy? This isn't enough. It doesn't even feel like it counts if all it does is illuminate my feet. I need the light to show me the big picture, to identify exactly what it is I'm dealing with. How is lighting up only my feet a good thing? I need to see where I'm going. I need to see more than this. I survived the night of feral chickens, clearly, but that was definitely not the only time I felt afraid. Life is a journey, and whether we're afraid of chickens or ambushes or the future, there are moments where we all feel discouraged or depressed, angry or afraid. Psalm 119 is filled with these very same emotions, and it reminds us that these feelings are normal, that these feelings are part of what it means to be human. This is a psalm to sing in the dark because it acknowledges the lurking darkness, the snares that have been set, the reality of human oppression, and yet, in the midst of it, regardless of the fear and anxiety, the psalmist makes the continual choice to trust and to praise. This is not a quiet confidence. It is a desperate decision to choose to cry out to God with honest authenticity, believing that he will never leave us, never forsake us, and always walk beside us. I can choose to praise him, even when it hurts, even when I feel alone, because his eternal word, Jesus Christ himself, has been and is and will always be the lamp that illuminates my feet.